Hello there and welcome to door 24 of our Freddy the Teddy Advent Calendar. Can you believe it, Freddy? It's Christmas Eve. Goodness me, Santa will be coming round tonight. And it will be Christmas Day tomorrow. And Freddy and I, we cannot wait. And we were quite sad that we couldn't see you all this year. So we thought we'd do a special Christmas treat, didn't we? We thought we would read you a very special version of Freddy the Teddy's Christmas Feast. So, I hope you're sitting comfortably. I hope you've got a nice warm cup of hot chocolate or something like that. And if you're ready, then we'll begin. It was Christmas Eve. The sun had gone down, the tree was decorated, and Mum and Dad were fast asleep. But Freddy was awake. He had one last present to wrap for Mum and Dad, and he'd had to wait for them to fall asleep, as it was a surprise. So with a loud he opened the door. Shh, he said to himself. I've got to be very quiet. Then with a loud of the floorboards, he went towards the stairs. Shh, he said. I've got to be very quiet. Then, with a whoop, Freddy tripped and he fell down the stairs, and down he went with a thud and a thump and even a crash. Now, being a soft bear, Freddy wasn't hurt, but it was certainly very noisy. Freddy waited. Mum and Dad still asleep. Freddy crept through to the living room to his special hiding place where he'd left their present, under the sofa. Aha, Freddy thought to himself, still hidden. Perfect. So that's the present wrapped. Lovely. Mum and Dad were going to love that. What a brilliant surprise. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, what was that? Freddy had a warm, fuzzy feeling in his tummy. I mean, do you have that at home? Goodness me. Oh, thought Freddy, this must be what happens when you do nice things for people. Oh, brilliant. This is great, thought Freddy. Well, I wonder what other nice things I could do for Mum and Dad. I could decorate the tree. Oh no, he'd done that already. He could sing some Christmas carols. Oh, it might be a little bit late in the evening for that. He could open the advent calendar. Oh no, he'd eaten the last chocolate that morning. Oh dear. Oh! He knew every morning, every Christmas Day, Mum and Dad ended up stuck in the kitchen cooking all day, and they never had any time to play with Freddy. So he knew he'll cook Christmas dinner now. Then Mum and Dad can relax all day, and they might even have time to play with Freddy and with his maybe new toy that he asked for Christmas. He should be able to do it and be in bed in time for Santa Claus to come. How hard can cooking a Christmas dinner be? Freddy went into the kitchen. Now, first things first, what did he need? He knew a turkey. Yes, a turkey. Freddy fetched his stool for high places, opened the fridge, and there it was. Now, it was rather heavy, but Freddy managed to get it down. Perfect. But something was missing. Oh, leaves! Every year, Mum and Dad would put lovely leaves on the turkey. And all the leaves had odd names like coriander and basil and thyme. Now, Freddy wasn't sure which leaves those were, but surely they must have some in the garden. Now, Freddy grabbed his wellies, his scarf and his hat, and you can do these actions as well. He pulled on his left welly, he pulled on his right welly, he pulled on his scarf, and he pulled on his hat. Now, in this garden, there were no leaves on the trees as it was winter. So the only leaves left were wet ones on the ground, and well, they didn't smell very nice at all. Well, thought Freddy, better wet leaves than no leaves. And up he swept a big armful back through the garden door and dropped them on top of the turkey. Excellent, he said to himself. The more leaves, the tastier the turkey. And so he got his stool for high places and heaved the turkey into the oven. Perfect. Now, what else goes into a delicious Christmas dinner? Christmas cake, of course, yes! So, Freddy started mixing the ingredients and whoo, it was hard work. And they just didn't seem to be mixing very well. So if anything, I think Freddy might need your help from you at home. So can you do a stirring motion as well? Brilliant, well done. So Freddy was stirring and stirring and stirring and... No, it's still not done. We might have to stir even faster to see if we can get it to mix. Are you ready? Let's go. Stirring and 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 stirring and... No, it's still not mixed. Goodness me, we'll have to try one more time, won't we? Are you ready at home? Right, let's go super fast. Stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and and oh dear, well it's a bit better than it was, but I don't know how on earth that Freddy was going to get this Christmas cake done in time. Now wait a minute, thought Freddy. I have a very clever idea. So he got his stool for high places and took his mixing bowl over to Mum and Dad's very expensive mixer, which they said he should never touch unless they were there to supervise. Oh, he probably shouldn't use it on his own. But, thought Freddy, how do you surprise someone if they have to help you make the surprise? I think it'll be fine. Freddy poured the bowl into the mixer. Just this once. Freddy's finger hovered over the on button. Just because it's Christmas. Freddy pressed the on button and... Oh no! The mixer was going everywhere. It was throwing ingredients all over the place. Freddy couldn't even reach the button. He was getting covered in ingredients as well. Mix was going all over the walls. It was all over the ceiling. It was all over the floor. Until finally, Freddy reached for the button. And he could close it and close it and... Whew. Phew, he managed to turn the machine off. It was over, but... What a mess he'd made, and what a lot of noise. Freddy froze as he heard Mum and Dad waking up. Freddy ran upstairs and dived into bed, hoping that Mum and Dad wouldn't find out what had happened, as he couldn't possibly have made a mess if he was in bed. He heard footsteps go across the landing. Thud, 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 down the stairs. Thud, 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 and oh no, over to the kitchen. Thud, thud, thud. What on earth has happened here? Freddy curled up even further under the covers. Why is there baking mix all over the place? Freddy pulled the pillow up over his head. Why is there turkey in the oven? Freddy curled up as small as he possibly could. Oh, Mum and Dad couldn't possibly think he'd been awake and making a mess if he stayed this small. Thud, thud, thud. Back up the stairs. Thud, thud, thud. Across the landing. And thud, thud, thud. Into Freddy's room. Freddy? Freddy stayed frozen. Freddy, did you make the mess downstairs? Freddy, were you trying to make Christmas dinner? I see. Well, we'll talk about this in the morning, won't we? Oh, Freddy was miserable when he woke up on Christmas morning. He didn't think he deserved any presents. He'd ruined Christmas dinner. Oh, he'd only wanted to help, but he supposed Santa wouldn't have brought him anything. Come on, Freddy, come on downstairs. We're waiting for you, called Mum and Dad. Oh, and Freddy gloomily pulled on his left slipper, pulled on his right slipper, pulled on his dressing gown, and thud, thud, thud went down the stairs. But when he got there, what a surprise! Mum and Dad handed Teddy a letter, and it was from Santa himself. Goodness me! What could it say? It said, "Dear Freddy the Teddy, I heard about your attempt to do some good deeds, and even if they didn't work out and you should ask your mum and dad for help next time, the reindeer and I were very pleased you were doing something nice for other people. So we decided to give you a little bit of help and cleaned up the mess. And we've left a lovely recipe for you all to do together. I hope you and your family have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas! Love from Santa, Mrs. Claus, and all the elves and reindeer." Freddy couldn't believe it. He ran into the kitchen and, oh my goodness, it really was true. It was spotless. It was sparkling. God, it really must have been magic. And there was a recipe for Yorkshire puddings, the tastiest Christmas food of all, with his name on it, Mum's name on it, and Dad's name on it. Well, Freddy wanted to get cooking right away, and after the family had opened all their presents, they did. Freddy had a wonderful day, and Mum and Dad loved their surprise present, and Christmas dinner was the best it had ever tasted, and Mum and Dad even had time to play with Freddy and his new toy. Oh, what a brilliant Christmas, thought Freddy as he yawned in bed. I don't know how we'll ever top it next year. And as he drifted off to sleep, there it was again, that warm, fuzzy feeling. The end. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that lovely Christmas story about what happened to Freddy last Christmas on Christmas Eve. Now, I imagine it's getting late. You better get in bed and get ready for Santa. Goodness me, it's Christmas Day tomorrow. I hope you're going to have a good one. And very much from both Freddy and I, Merry Christmas. You going to say it, Freddy? Now, suit yourself. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay safe, stay positive. And we'll see you in the new year.